contender for the Dream Masters BA MMA Grand Prix Championship. So, of course, we hold this under the 666 Cage of Doom match. That should be quite the matchup, folks. And first comes the winner of one of the winners of this year's Open Team Warfare Tournament. That would be Troy the Terror Adele. On the contrary, so to be fair, they have won the Dream Masters Team Warfare Tournament. He and his brothers winning this year's 4-man tag team tournament. And of course, Troy representing here. And we have 6 of the top superstars in the division about to go to war for the #1 spot to challenge the current champion, Ryder Nation Lockwood. And of course, this young man, a new superstar, just virtually started. Dmitry Chernikov from Los Angeles, California. He did a tremendous job representing the Team West Coast. He and his comrades did really well. Dmitry is a very hard-working, rising star in the MMA world in the West Coast division, as you can see. Full of pride and American spirit. Very proud young man, very hard-working and dedicated. I'm sure he would love an opportunity to challenge the current champion. And of course, the champion is is also just happens to be the champion currently, is the person. It was his captain of Team West Coast. Well, a member of the West Coast. As here comes a young man who also doesn't need much of an introduction around yonder. This young man, another hard-working and dedicated individual. It's the Super Duck, Grayson Russell, returning to action, folks. New attire, getting older, folks, as we always tend to do. Grayson rising to the occasion, a former BA MMA champion looking to get back into that helm. And of course, he is ready. As you see the Super Duck making his way to the ring. Starting not long ago, a year ago, Grayson Russell joined the roster. Look at this. Pyrotechnics to boot. Grayson Russell, one of the best pure strikers in collegiate wrestling. He is now on his wrestling team for high school. No surprise there. Of course, if they want to win, they want the best. And of course, Grayson Russell, pure beast when it comes to both wrestling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and knows how to use them both to the advantage. As being a former champion, knows all too well. And new attire as well for the Viking Grayson Russell. As the lights go out, and here comes, yep, it's the King of Bling himself. Yikes. So the King of Bling, Elijah Furton, now really getting into this persona. Look at this. riding his prestigious bike to the ring and now making his way to the ring as the King of Bling, Elijah Furton, former BA MMA Grand Prix champion, looking to get his title back. And he's looking to go through everyone in the ring to do so. Making his way into right, proud young man, as he should be. Fans showing their support for the young man from also California. I just realized that Dimitri he is the captain of Team West Coast. So you got Dimitri and you got Big E, Elijah Furton. Both were part of that epic team of Team West Coast. And they're both looking to challenge the current champion, who was their captain. The lights go out again. Now what? Oh, of course. Isn't this exciting? Looking to get back into the spotlight. Looking to go through everyone in the ring to do so. Action Jackson Baker from Missouri. He is a rising star, folks, and this young man here has a lot of promise as well, as he was part of that epic Team MMA. Of course, he was he was teammates with Grayson Russell, so this should be interesting, as now go against each other. This is not a strange encounter for Action Jackson, as this is how he became the #1 contender to challenge the then champion. As Jackson Baker, he won this very match to become the #1 contender months ago, and then he ended up becoming the MMA champion. Can he do so again? That's the question. Young man from Park, Missouri. Feeling 100%, I'm sure. He was feeling a little bit down in the weather not long ago, but now he is back to full capacity. I give him a lot of credit for showing up for the tournament under being a little bit under the weather, so shows his warrior spirit. As he stares a hole through everybody in the ring. People who he's had encounters with, and oh my goodness. Lights are out. And of course, here comes a young man, not had attempts yet to go one-on-one for the MMA title, but his running buddy and fellow tag team partner and training partner has been champion. And of course, the red-headed terror himself looking for that first opportunity. You heard that correct, folks. He also took the title away from the NXT guys. Tremendous young man, hardworking, dedicated to MMA, rising star out of Liverpool, England. Trains with fellow rising MMA star Noah the Nightmare Tyndall, who we on this show know all too well. You gotta wonder if Noah's watching. You gotta know wherever Noah is, he is definitely watching from somewhere and cheering on his comrade nonetheless. Looks like Jackson is going to start off with, right-headed terror. And I should mention we're on the MMA rules here, folks. So the only ways to be eliminated is by knockout or submission only. Unlike other traditional things where you have rules and title matches and where you have other things, Action Jackson looking to make Red-Headed Terror the first one eliminated as he catches him that guillotine choke. Thrown off. Nicely done. Excuse me, folks, as the right-handed Terry Anthony Demoweeks catches Jackson Baker in that triangle armbar that during the tournament doomed to be very effective. And Jackson Baker able to get out of that, also training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And Jackson with a gut-wrench suplex. And he's very animated there as redhead Terry now. Uh-oh. And down. Oh my goodness. And here comes one of the premier athletes. Uh-oh. Caught him again in that triangle armbar. Jackson Baker in trouble here. And the right, and Troy the Terror Adele, next one in line, is right there. And of course Troy, 1/4 of the famed Adele boys, and now it's time for him to go to school. Look at this. This is the Kimura. Kimura's locked in after all the other pain on the arm of Jackson Baker. Troy eliminated Jackson, catching him with that arm bar. Kimura locked, and that was going to do it after the tremendous effort. Jackson's going to get his moment in glory, folks, but brutal, as Troy now turns his attention to the Terror Anthony Demoweeks. Because Troy being the terror of the Adeles, I'm sure there's some type of conflict over the name, perhaps. Oh, Superman punch by Troy. Don't let his age or size fool you, folks. He is very much the powerhouse that his brothers are. But here comes another rising star in Dmitry Chernikov out of Los Angeles, California. Of course, he's not had a chance to meet the Adeles as of yet. As Anthony Demoweeks reverse DDT, and there's Dmitry there to meet taking everybody out. Catches Troy with a knee as Anthony Demoweeks is sent to the corner. Right hand. Oh, I thought maybe he was going to go for that rear naked choke, and Anthony Demoweeks might have just dodged the bullet for Troy. Nice takedown there, and Dmitry with a right hand and a kick. All these young men train traditionally in the same ways. Very interesting attire for the King of Bling, big Elijah Furton, showing off that attire as Dmitry turns his attention, across the back, and now looking to put an end to the Red-Headed Terror, perhaps. Sends him out of the ring, and there's Troy from behind, and the spinning back fist to Dmitry right back up again. And the Los Angeles native is sent to the corner by the Orlando, Florida native. Head first into the turnbuckle. Not where he wants to be, I'll tell you that. And here comes someone who knows the Adeles all too well, and may be the only person to know the number for the Adeles, as he has been able to defeat them. And that being Grayson, the Super Duck Russell, who the Red-Headed Terror welcomes to the ring with a kick. Right-Headed Terror, Anthony Demoweeks, and Troy catches Dmitry with that Kimura lock. It is a devastating maneuver. And that's his older brother Ty's staple right there. And already Grayson Russell's been eliminated courtesy of the armbar, courtesy of the Red-Headed Terror, Anthony Demoweeks. That was a quick introduction and elimination. And now what? German release suplex. We have one more person left in the ring, and that being the king of bling himself. As Troy now working on the arm of the right-headed terror, Anthony Demowicz, and now right hand to Dimitri. He knows you have to have, look at this. Beautiful throw there. The Adele's trained in wrestling as well. As Anthony Demowicz, uh-oh. Oh, what a move there. And here comes the king of bling himself to get into this. And, you know, he's not going to have any fear of anyone. Throws Anthony Demowicz out of the ring. Look at this. Rear naked choke. Rear naked choke on by Dmitry Chernikov. And I'll tell you, an elimination, getting an elimination over an Adele is going to be raise some eyebrows and will open up all kinds of windows. As Anthony throw, and now again the rear naked choke locked in again on Troy, and Dmitry Chernikov looking to get a submission, and Troy able to get out of that, but I don't know for how long he could deal with that. As Big E Elijah Furton living up to his name, reminding the right-headed terror. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I missed the elimination there by Troy. I don't know what Troy did, but Troy somehow eliminated Dmitry Chernikov. He's holding his arm. And last we saw, Dmitry had him in a rear naked choke. Uh-oh. Another triangle arm bar. And there goes Big E. And it's come down to... No, Big E got the elimination on the right-headed terror. No, the right-headed terror is in. No one's been eliminated. Okay, so they're all three of them in the ring. So it's down to the red-headed terror Anthony Demowicz from Liverpool, Troy Adele from Orlando, and Elijah Furton out of Sacramento, California, as he buries the shoulder in a German suplex to the red-headed terror, who he's measuring. Is Big E catches Demowicz with a kick, but not getting all of it. And now, uh-oh, he's going to put a reversal for Troy. Troy reverses that unique rear naked choke that Big E likes to use. As Troy now working on the arm of Big E. And now rear, calling elbow tie-up, kick to the gut. Troy now going for another maneuver, but the redhead terror had that scouted. And Demowicz now, electric chair for Elijah Furton perhaps. Right? No. Another unique maneuver. Electric chair out of a into a German suplex, showing off his wrestling skills. Knee to the gut by Troy. Troy the Terror is living up to the hype of his brothers. And now looking for the Kimura. And Redheaded Terror is in it. Not many people have had an answer for this Kimura lock. And neither does the Redheaded Terror. He gets out of that. And now it's a one-on-one. Troy has done a tremendous job here. As Big E, Dragon suplex. And again, full Nelson, Snapdragon suplex. Calling elbow tie up. And, takedown. And Elijah Furton's feeling it. Both these young men, tremendous athletes. This is the West Coast versus the East Coast here. Florida versus California. And Big E narrowing down the wrist. I'll tell you one thing, no matter who wins here, to be able to face either one of these people facing the current champion, Ryder Lockwood, it would be an iconic matchup, and it will be a war. And that's it. Big E punches his ticket to the #1 spot. And the former teammates are about to go one-on-one at our next encounter on Friday. Watch this end right here. This big knee is all that it took. Wow. So the King of Bling, Elijah Furton, sits on top, and he's looking to get a rematch, and this time he's going to challenge his comrade, Ryder Lockwood, in a match that will be iconic. Thank you, and we'll be back later.